You're listening to the Inverted Creative Podcast. I'm Allison.
I'm Bryant.
And I'm Jen.
Whoa, we're live. We're actually on a podcast, guys.
It's here. It's actually here.
Guys, we're so excited for this.
We've been teasing this for a while.
A little bit. I mean, we started talking about this, July?
I don't even remember. I've started the studio back in January, and I've been thinking about a podcast for a couple years before that.
Dang, so this is a long time coming.
Yeah. We'll get into that too, I'm sure. Yeah.
And the vibes are great. You know, I think we're all doing fantastic. I get texts from both of these two 15 minutes before we started recording that they both spilled their coffee. Just a great way to start the vibes here. Good job, guys.
Going well.
We're doing great.
No electrical equipment though was damaged, right?
No, just a custom notebook for me.
No.
Wow.
Mine spilled on a corgi.
Oh.
It's fine. She'll live.
Poor Ahsoka.
But no, this is crazy. This is like our podcast. We're not guests. Like, this is actually our thing. That's kind of wild.
It is kind of wild, guys.
The anxiety is real.
Nah.
Well, anyway,
Well, I was gonna say, Allison, let's call you out a little bit. You're a little nervous because this is kind of your creative outlet that Jen and I are kind of hopping along on.
I've been a guest on one podcast, and that's it. I listen to a lot of podcasts, so I get a lot of inspiration for things, but this is ours.
Yeah, and it's your time to shine now. Our time to shine.
All of our times to shine.
Yes.
So welcome to the Inverted Creative Podcast, as you probably have heard. So my name is Allison. I started the Inverted Creative Studio earlier this year. And that's I started it as a home for some of the design stuff that I do, and some other pursuits I have coming up. And then I wanted to do this podcast, and I invited two amazing friends of mine to be co-hosts on here.
Stop.
No.
We're friends. I don't know if we're amazing.
Jeez.
I don't know. I'm pretty amazing. No, I'm kidding.
No, you guys are. If you don't know who I am, my name is Bryant. I run both a Twitter and a YouTube account called Coaster365. I've been running the Twitter since December of 2017, which we're coming up on 7 years now. That is crazy to think about. And the YouTube, I just started last year, New Year's Day 2023. My kind of thing was, especially starting on Twitter, I profiled a roller coaster every single day for an entire year. I kind of emulated like a desk calendar. And I've taken a break a little bit on Twitter just because I've been doing it on Twitter for so freaking long. But I did transition that idea over to YouTube last year, where every single day I did a coaster review live in the park. Like, it wasn't like in a studio. I actually did the review with the coaster behind me, and I did 365 of those reviews, which still can't believe I did that.
That was hella impressive.
Yeah, I'm still impressed by it.
And I am not doing that this year because you don't want me to be broke. There was no way I could do that again. So I'm doing just more of a traditional YouTube channel now, vlogs, reviews, rankings, and I'm having a really good time with it. And I'm hoping to see it keep growing as the years go on.
Yeah, I've been excited to watch you grow, and I remember you talking about the YouTube channel before you started it.
You were one of the first people I told the idea about. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Kind of wild.
Aw.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. I like watching it, and I've heard some of your ideas for things potentially to come, and I'm excited to watch it grow.
Oh, thank you, Jen. It means a lot, guys. It really does.
Yeah.
Who are you, Jen? We just met today, obviously.
Yeah. I think that brings it on to me, guys. My name is Jen. I not much about me. I like to post on Instagram and travel to different places. Usually I don't I just really like to be dramatic and to post my experiences places and interact with people and learn things about people. So that's a lot of what I do here. I'm not nearly as creative as the other two on this podcast. I did podcast for a little bit, but a lot of mine is just interacting with the community and helping people whenever I can. Um my home park, if no one knows this, is Dorney Park, and I really like
Really? Oh my gosh. I
yeah.
never would have guessed it.
So, yeah, my creative I think that, like, my creative pursuit as a whole could probably just be Talon at Dorney Park.
There it is. 5 minutes 42 seconds. I was wondering how long. If you were betting at home, you had some games going. Under 10 minutes. There we go.
Yeah.
Lock.
Under 10 minutes, guys. Um, no, but yeah, podcasting is really what I do in the creative space. I like to get out there and talk about the things I like and be dramatic, of course. But yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea. Speaking of home parks, I should have mentioned that I am from the New England area. So Six Flags New England is my big home park. Lake Compounce as well. I don't nearly go to Lake Compounce as much as I go to Six Flags. But yeah, born and raised in New England. A very proud New Englander, as you'll probably come to know over the course of this podcast. But Six Flags New England,
Yeah.
that's where I became an enthusiast.
And I just got to visit you up in your stomping grounds a couple weeks
You
ago.
did. I was
Went
very
up
happy
to
to see you. Years of
England
talking about it
for real.
finally happened.
As for me, what year and a half ago, I moved from Atlanta to Cincinnati, so I got an upgrade in home park. I like to think my home park is now Kings Island. Technically, Strickers Grove is closer, but Kings Island is my home park, and I love it, especially this time of year during haunt. Fantastic vibes.
Yeah, we
Great
don't
time.
we don't have to talk about the technicalities because then technically Dutch Wonderland would be my home park. And I don't accept that.
How have your experiences at Dutch Wonderland been over the course of your life?
Um, I technically have gone when I was really little
Oh,
and I
you did?
don't
Oh, okay.
remember it. Yeah, I don't remember it. My
I
parents
thought you had never
loved
been at all.
Wonderland. No,
Oh,
but
I
I
definitely
have.
went there. I went there earlier this year, so cute place. Loved it. It was
I
great.
went there last year. It is a very, very charming place.
I want to
adored
go.
it.
It is on my list, but I cannot bring myself to go and spend the money. So
Yeah, those palace parks like to charge you, but at
yeah,
least that one is kind of worth it because
yeah, but
they
like
do
30 minutes down the road is Hershey Park.
it fair.
Like, come on.
Don't blame you. Don't blame you.
I think Mike's Pass got me a free ticket, so I was not bothered at all by the cost.
Yeah, that was my thinking because it's a palace park like Lake Compound. So if you have Lake Compound's pass, you can go to Dutch Wonderland.
Yeah.
Ride the first ever CCI. There's your first fun fact of the day.
From the trivia master himself.
I try. Yes, I do very much like asking roller coaster trivia questions, which I think will be a part of this podcast, which we'll talk
Yay.
about later on. Stay tuned.
Please stand by.
Yes.
Now, Bryant, I know you count creds. Jen, do you?
Yes. I
Do we want to talk about cred counts at all? Is that a thing we want to bring up on this?
I would love to. But I think, Allison, you should start.
I think as of, you'd think I would know this. I think after going to New England, I'm at 564,
Dang.
approximately.
So I had this thing with Allison probably for the last 2 years where I always, my goal was, I don't think I'm ever going to top her, but I always wanted to be within 100. And after a recent trip that I just did, I think I'm safe for that forever now because I'm now at 528.
That's like 40 difference now.
Yeah, but that's crazy because literally at this time, like 2 years ago, I was at maybe 250. So I've been doing some traveling thanks to that YouTube channel. So
Yeah. Moving to Cincinnati like really skyrocketed my count. I got to go to a lot of new parks I hadn't been to before. Things are a lot more easy to get to.
you are
And
in one of the prime coaster locations.
Yeah, that is a really
You have
good
so
one.
many parks within like a 6-hour drive of you. I'm very jealous.
And also coming from a job where I was working pretty much all but 2 days a month to a job where I don't
Oof.
work weekends. It's been great. I love it.
Dang.
Yeah. So I am actually like obviously the expert on this podcast. My credit count is 173. So I know way more than these guys.
That you very well could. Like I let's just say right now, I hate people that like use cred count as like this measuring contest. It's not.
Yeah, no, it's for fun.
You could be zero. You can have no credits. You could still be a roller coaster enthusiast. So
I know someone on Twitter was like, "Can someone with like 500 to 1,000 credits tell me like what you think is in like a perfect coaster?" And I was like, "They should just be Talon at Dorney Park. I have a whole 173 credits, so I'm an expert on this subject."
But do you count how many rides you've taken on Talon at Dorney Park?
Not on Talon at Dorney Park. And
Surprising.
honestly, if I released the number of rides I've ridden on Talon at Dorney Park, I would probably be canceled because
I was gonna say you're not really a marathoner, so it's probably
um,
not that high.
yeah, I only ride it a couple times every time I go.
Yeah.
And then I also like, um, I don't know, like I only ride it every couple times I go, and I've also never been to Dorney Park until 2021. So
Wow. Okay.
yeah, Dorney Park was like not somewhere my parents really liked. So
How dare they?
yeah, but we love it now. We love you, Dorney Park. We love you,
Dorney's
Disney.
the best.
We love
We
you,
do love
Talon.
Dorney.
Yes. So, well, we have a bunch of questions that were submitted to us, and I think we're not gonna get to all of them right now, correct? But we do have one that we maybe want to talk about.
We have at least one we're going to start with. Yeah, y'all went hard on the questions. I was
We love
shocked.
you for it.
It's great. Give us all the content, even though we could probably talk nonsense for an hour on here and be fine.
Yeah.
But so our lovely friend Marty in New Zealand asked, "How did you all meet?" And also, how has he not met Bryant yet? Bryant, you'll have to take the second part of
Well,
that question.
yeah, well, let's just address it right out of the way here. I mean, first off, you're in New Zealand. I'm in the United States, and I know you've been here enough. I don't know how we haven't met yet. You've met Allison and Jen apparently, which is crazy. I don't know. We got to work. You got to come to New England. You didn't come to New England this year, so that's on you. And obviously, I haven't come to New Zealand, even though it's like a dream destination
day.
for me. One day, we will ride your broken rainbow coaster. One day.
We'll do a live podcast recording in New Zealand.
Yes. Ooh, I like that.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
Rainbow's Edge, baby. Let's go.
So for the first part, how did we all meet? So Bryant and we met via Twitter, I'm pretty sure.
Way back. Yeah, I want to
When
say early 2021.
when he used a picture that I posted of Steel Eel for his daily coaster tweets, and I was shocked that someone would want to use my picture for that.
First off, it was a great picture.
Well, thank you.
And second off, I think it was like one of the first pictures of the new paint
Oh, fair
that
enough.
I saw. So it was like, well, I got to use it. And then obviously we were both in Buzz Bars, and that's about the time they started that club.
Mm-hmm.
So then we met in
Great
person. Was it at?
Great
You didn't
adventure.
go to Hollywood Nights that year, right?
No, we did meet at Hollywood Nights
It
that
was a
year.
Hollywood Nights. Okay, yeah,
Yeah, and then we started hanging out at Great Adventure a little more.
yeah. Our
Taking
first,
pictures of Jersey Devil construction.
yes, our first like conversation was we were hoping Jersey Devil would soft open because it was actually their media day that day.
Yep,
And then
it did.
yeah, we kind of willed it to open, and we got our first Jersey Devil rats.
And then we probably got to talk a little bit about a certain competition that we work
That's a
on
good
together.
point. Yeah, so since I've started my Twitter back in 2018, every March, I run a March Madness like bracket. Instead of college basketball teams, I do it with roller coasters. It started very, very small in 2018. It was getting maybe 50 votes per matchup, which at the time I'm like, this is amazing. Holy crap, the interactions. And it's slowly gotten bigger and bigger as the years have gone on. I owe a lot of that to Allison when she became kind of my partner for it in 2022 and started making these absolutely insane graphics. You know, she made the brackets themselves, every matchup. Like you've probably seen my Twitter if you haven't. Look it up. Her graphics for the matchups were insane,
Yeah.
and Yeah, I think this coming will be our 4th year
Mm-hmm.
doing it
I'm sure
together.
we'll do an episode about that too in February before that all
We'll
starts.
announce the bracket on this podcast.
Ooh, even
There
better.
you go. Look forward to that in February.
Yeah, we'll have a special episode just for us. We will be the guests.
Yes.
Jen can interview us.
Never.
I'll
Well,
just be here.
speaking of Jen, I had definitely seen her on Twitter originally as well, because she was, quote, the girl with the Velocicoaster tattoo. And I could tell immediately, like, okay, she seems really cool. You can tell if like someone's like legitimately a nice person online before you even meet them. And then we first technically met at Velocistumble, right?
Yeah, I think I
November of
technically met
21.
both of you guys
Yeah,
for the first time at Velocitumble.
in the
But I was like
parking
a
lot
new
at Fun
little
Spot.
baby Fruzy, so I didn't
Yes.
really know anyone.
Listen, you brought Ahsoka with you, and that was all we needed.
We did meet Ahsoka for the first time that night. That is true.
I might have met Ahsoka before I met you.
Yeah, this is where I like to talk about my fun fact where like obviously the whole coaster world loves Taylor Bybee and Coaster Studios. But
Yes.
Taylor actually we had met like 4 or 5 times before that weekend, and when I brought Ahsoka to Fun Spot, it was like one of the first times that he came up and really talked to me, and then he proceeded to follow Ahsoka on Twitter and not me, or not Twitter, on Instagram, and he followed Ahsoka on Instagram for like months, and even after we became friends and like started to get closer, it took him like over a month to follow me, and I had to call him out. I was like, do you understand, like, you follow my dog and not me, and we're friends now.
Wait, does Ahsoka have an Instagram?
Yeah, but she doesn't, like, I don't post on it much
No, I was
anymore.
gonna say I need to follow
She
that as
doesn't
well.
post on it enough.
No, I don't really post on it anymore.
It
But
is like
yeah.
probably a fact people don't know about Taylor. He's low key one of the like the biggest animal lovers that I know.
I
He
know.
is such a softie with animals. So that
Sarah,
actually makes a lot of sense that
yeah.
he followed Ahsoka before you.
Ahsoka is definitely spoiled by him. Like the moment he's there,
Yeah.
it's just so funny. I love to tell that fact. I'm like, yeah, I brought my dog to Velocistumble, and it's the only reason that Taylor from Coaster Studios noticed me at all. And he followed my dog for like a year before me.
And I mean, speaking of him and obviously Sarah, I mean, I feel like that's because we had met then, but I feel like I was friendly with Sarah and Taylor. You were friendly with them, and that's kind of how we also started becoming more friendly. I think too.
Yeah, I think that they were definitely a common
I think the
tie.
first time we like really truly hung out was in Orlando, right? When I think I at Horror Nights, and
Oh yeah, that weekend. And what's kind
yeah,
of funny too is when I actually met Allison, that I remember, I think Sarah and Taylor had them come to Carowinds. Didn't they
That's
meet up with
right.
you
that's
guys?
right.
Yeah, so
I don't even know if we actually saw you that day.
oh, I don't remember.
I think there.
I don't remember. I was
I feel like we knew you were there, but like we didn't get a chance to actually see you for some reason.
someone did tell me that you guys saw me, but I was like so chaotic that night that I don't remember. But someone told me that I saw you guys.
I think that was the night that we pulled a really stupid trip. We weren't supposed to be at Carowinds that night. We did a day trip from Atlanta, very spur of the moment, because one of my friends texted and say, "Hey, what y'all doing?" They're like, "Well, we're at a brewery in Atlanta." She's like, "Cool, drive north 4 hours." And so that was how we ended up at Carowinds that night. It
I
was
love that you guys were just like, yeah, sure, let's do it.
like,
Like,
you know what?
let's
Whatever.
go.
We're not doing anything else.
I feel like stupid trips is a common theme with Allison. So
Yeah.
I love that.
I support them.
Speaking of
As
which,
crazy as they might be.
so speaking of stupid trips, we should talk about at least some of our recent stuff and upcoming stuff.
I'm a fan of that.
Yeah. Bryant, you got the big trip recently. Do you want to
Yeah,
mention it in the promo?
at the time of recording, I just got back from a little place called Japan about 3 weeks ago. We were there. Obviously, we were there with Costa Studios, some of our other friends, Matt, Tyler, Dan, my wife Megan. Which, by the way, I have a wife Megan. She's amazing. I'm sure she'll make her way onto this podcast at some point. Anyway, yes, we were there for 2.5 weeks. absolutely insanity. We did all the big parks: Disney, Fuji-Q, Nagashima, a few other smaller parks in between, bunch of sightseeing. I still can't believe it happened.
I'm so
You know,
jealous.
got on Ijunaika, Akuge, Steel Dragon, like all the rides we wanted to ride were open. The weather was very, very hot, but rain wise, it hardly ever rained. Just a when I'm on the deathbed and going through my life, that is definitely a trip that's gonna be like right up there with just some of the best memories ever. It was incredible. Anyway, you guys.
No, I love following along on that, and also I think it's hilarious that Megan rode Ijanika before X2.
X2. She
Oh,
rode
that's incredible.
She rode Acrobat at Nagashima, which is a Manta clone
Before Manta.
before Manta at SeaWorld.
Ah,
She's been to Tokyo Disneyland twice before ever going to Disneyland in California.
wait, I didn't know she went
Incredible.
twice.
Yeah, she went in 2014.
I didn't know that. That's so
Yeah.
funny.
I love that.
I love that.
So not including a spur of the moment trip to Holiday World last weekend, my last trip was 2 weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago? When we went up to Six Flags New England and Lake Compounce with the Buzz Bars crew. That was a good time. Finally got on Boulder Dash. Got to ride Wicked Cyclone for the first time with Bryant beside me.
Mm-hmm.
Loved it. Good ride.
That's true. I've now ridden Wicked Cyclone with both of you. Look at that.
Yeah.
Aww. But yeah, it was a really good time. Wildcat was certainly a roller coaster of all time.
I never actually asked your opinion about that because
It was so bizarre. Like the retract parts were a lot of fun and it was great, but like the last 20%, you're like,
horrendous.
what is happening? Why is this bouncing so much in places it should not be bouncing? It was bizarre. Also, there were a lot of wasps on the lift hill, and I did not approve of that.
Oh no, I really didn't like that ride either. Like, I was just like,
Well,
what is happening?
you haven't been on since the retract, to be fair.
Yeah, I can't imagine that the retrack made it better though. Like,
Oh, it did. It definitely did. It's
oh,
just
all
There
right.
was a
the
very stark difference between the retrack and the non-retrack.
Yeah.
Like you could tell, you're like, oh, all right, we're done with that. Okay.
Yeah, just imagine the entire ride being like the end.
Yeah, I cannot
That's
imagine.
what it was. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
it was not a good ride at all. I was not a fan. Not a fan at all. For me, what was my last trip?
Probably
It's been a while for me since traveling. I think my last trip was either a weekend trip to Cedar Point with the coaster crew, um, or Germany.
Yeah, I was
And
gonna say, I feel like Europe
I
is
weirdly was there for both of them.
yeah, Brian was with me for both of them. Yeah, I can't remember. I think that Cedar Point came after. But yeah, my big one was really Germany. We spent a lot of time at Europa Park, and I went to Hansa Park, and Brian went to Heidi. I missed Haida, but Hansa Park and Europa Park completely changed my view on theme parks. It was incredible. Voltron was amazing. I loved the Schwarzkopf at Hansa Park.
Oh, that thing was so fun.
No,
It is
Nessie?
like a highlight. Like, it is one of my favorite rides that I rode. Like,
Yeah, we should mention like Hansa Park is like weirdly a park all three of us have been to.
Yeah, I
Like,
loved it.
which is like because I've barely been to Europe. Jen, you've barely done much of Europe. Really, you haven't done a lot of Europe either, Alice. You've done more than both of us. But
Yeah.
the
but we
fact
all
and it's not like, I mean, it's probably a B tier like European park where people talk about,
It was
and
Yeah.
the
so
fact that
cute,
all three
though.
of us have been there is very odd.
Yeah, we've all been on Carnan.
All been on Carnage. Yeah.
Yeah, Carnan was also like, I never knew I would get off a Gertzlauer and be like, oh my gosh, that was so good. And I was
Right.
like, oh my gosh, that was incredible.
And then Novgorod is right there with it.
Yeah.
Also incredible. Like, everything, that park really did surprise me.
Yeah.
It really surprised me, but I am a big fan of Schwarzkopf's. So Nessie really stole it for me.
Very fair.
But yeah.
And we have any trips upcoming?
Yeah.
I think both of you more so than me.
Let me check the countdown on my phone.
I just had my big trip.
How
I'm
many
I'm
days?
I'm not gonna go anywhere for a while now.
So in 42 days, on Thanksgiving Day, we are flying to Zurich, and we are doing our second year of doing a weekend trip to Germany because we're silly, silly people. But this time we're going to Switzerland. We're going to go to an FEC in Switzerland and then go to Europa Park for 2 days and then fly back on Monday. When, last year I did something similar where we flew out on Thanksgiving. I'm making use of my very limited time off of work. And one day we did Phantasialand, and then the next day we did Plopsaland, and then we flew home the next day.
Oh my gosh.
That's epic.
That is
I
wild.
love that.
It was great.
Respect.
So yeah, I'm excited to get to Europa Park. Voltron is one coaster that I look at and I'm like, yep, this could be a number one coaster for me. So we'll see how that goes.
Voltron was so good. So,
I can't wait till you're back from that, and then both of you would just be like Voltron, 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 and I'll be like,
Nijinaika, Hakuge.
fair. That is fair. That's
yeah,
fair.
you have some pretty good ones.
Yeah.
So yeah, what, a week after or no, 2 days after I get back from Germany.
Yeah, so then 2 days after Allison gets back from Germany, I will be landing in Germany to go to Europa Park.
We could not have planned this any better.
It was perfect, guys. But yeah, Europa Park at Christmas time, Voltron at night. It'll be very nice. Voltron at night is like, I think it's gonna be top tier.
I need it.
Yeah.
Oh right, because you went in the summer and they closed before it got dark, right?
Exactly. So we didn't get to ride it at night, but during the Christmas season, you'll get to see it at night. Did you also know that they put up a giant Ferris wheel in like one of the water rides, like reserve for Christmas? So you can
That's
see all the
cool.
lights.
What? No.
I didn't either.
Oh crap!
Sent me a video today, and I was like, "What is happening?" Like,
I am here for this.
It's like a giant Ferris wheel. It has like gondola style, like enclosed seating.
Oh, that's so cool. I
Yeah.
can't wait.
You know what's weird? Like, I joke about how I'm jealous of you guys, but my next like truly big trip will probably be Europa. Just next summer, so we're very far from now, but because I have, as far as like a coaster trip, like I don't count Florida anymore. It's I go to Florida like every
That's your second home.
3-4 months now, so Florida's just like whatever. Other than that, yeah, I don't think I'm doing much until like really next May, June. So
Yeah, I've got a big trip planned for June, going to the UK with the Buzz Bars crew
very
again.
nice.
Alton Towers is a bucket list park for me. Nemesis is a bucket list cred for me. I named my cat after Nemesis, so there's that.
You did.
Cat's name is Talon Cat, but okay.
Sure, his name is Nemi, short for Nemesis. And we are going to bring a picture of his face to take pictures of our cat's face in front of Nemesis.
Oh
Oh my god, yes. Are you gonna do like one of the cutouts? So
yeah, we'll do a flat Nemi.
Let's go.
We'll take it to Alton Towers.
I love that.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
So,
I can't wait till we're all at Europa Park, so then we can just nerd out about Europa Park because
We're going to have a whole Europa Park episode at some point.
We are.
When I go, yes. Next summer sometime for sure.
Perfect.
I love it.
Pencil it in.
Pencil it in.
All right, so now that we're 30 minutes into this, should we actually get to some questions now?
Well, I do want to make one little point here first.
Okay.
Is that at the end, I think, at least to start, I think this is what we're going to do. At the end of every episode, I am going to ask a trivia question that I will reveal the answer the following episode. And is there a little giveaway that you want to mention?
Yeah,
Allison?
at least for this one. I know Brian is going to do some sort of trivia question during this episode. I don't know when. I don't even know what the question is. He hasn't even told us what the question is yet.
That's true. You could be in the running.
But the first person to respond with the correct answer on one of our socials, which I should probably plug the socials. I don't even remember the socials, to be honest. They're still very new. Instagram is at Inverted Creative. And then Twitter /X/ whatever you prefer to call it is at
Yeah.
Think Inverted, because apparently Inverted Creative was too long of a name. Um,
I like Think Inverted. I just noticed that. That's a good
yeah,
one.
Like it.
it's the tagline.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first person to respond with the correct answer to Brian's trivia question this week on one of our posts about this episode, I will send you a sticker that I got made of our logo.
And I could ask it at any time, which means you have
Yeah.
to listen to the whole episode.
Just randomly gonna pop in and be like, trivia question.
All right,
Like,
I just
question
interrupt you
time.
guys answering a question. Hey, guess what, guys? In inches, how tall is King Ka? No, I'm only kidding. That's not it. That's not it.
After next year, 0. Wait.
Oh, God. By the way, I don't think every podcast does like news. I don't think we're really going to be a news based
I mean,
podcast,
no,
right?
it definitely will not be news based. I mean, I'm sure we could
Yeah.
talk about
Oh,
recent
yeah.
things.
things are gonna come up in questions. I'm
For sure.
will come
Yeah,
up.
like there were no big announcements today at all. Like Epic Universe did not drop an
no.
opening date. Silver Dollar City did not drop anything about a resort that they're opening.
Nothing epic at all today to talk
No.
about.
No.
No.
I see what you did there, Brian. It took me a second. Good job.
You know it. But we do have a lot of questions, and
we have so many. We probably should get to them.
yeah, well, I do want to say, like Allison said, we should try to shoot for 45 minutes to an hour. That's never going to happen.
No, never.
Ever.
We talk too much.
No.
So, for your listening pleasure, we will probably be in the hour and a half range. We'll see.
We'll see.
30
we appreciate
32
all the
down.
support so far so much,
For
though.
real. It's been incredible.
We love you guys.
The fact that we've had so much support and all we dropped was a promo video.
Right?
Incredible.
I'm so excited. I want to see this get fantastic. All right. So I did break up questions into general themes. The first one being there was actually a lot of questions about the podcast itself.
Good place to start.
Yeah, for real. Talk about the podcast on the podcast. So the first one from QW Hurley on Instagram, why did you start this podcast? I guess that's more a question for me. I had actually envisioned a podcast a couple years ago. I even made a Twitter account for it at one point and then did absolutely nothing with it. But it was going to be called Coaster Enthusiast Conversations. I wanted to have conversations with just anybody who liked roller coasters, whether they'd been on like 10 of them and were just getting into the hobby, or if they'd been on over 1,000, however many, just getting different viewpoints from different enthusiasts, no matter where they were at in their coaster journey. It was going to be like one-on-one kind of conversations. Nothing ever happened with that. But then when I started this creative studio earlier this year, I'm like, that's a really good place to start, is to talk about creativity in theme parks, because there's so much to be talked about with that. And so, of course, I had to bring some friends on board. And Bryant was my first one who I was like, I need him on this podcast with me.
Aww.
Yeah. So, like, I had you in mind from the start. And I'm like, we need a third person who is someone who we both mesh well with, brings a lot to it. And then the idea of Jen joining us came up, and she was totally on board. So yeah, that's kind of really how all this started. Is I wanted to talk about creativity in theme parks, because there's so much of it from like the park professional side and like what the parks do creative wise, but also people doing like YouTube, like Bryant. There's photographers, designers, other podcasters, and then thinking more about it, we can do stuff like culinary and like live productions. There is so much creativity to talk about and get just different viewpoints from people about how they think creatively about theme parks and coasters.
It's very, very well said. No,
Thank
that
you.
is so true. Yeah, and it's definitely something I've never really. I mean, I knew obviously you got to be creative to be in this industry, but thinking just about how many different avenues and like.
Yeah, like anything can be tied to creativity.
Mm-hmm. There's so
a
much.
lot of moving pieces that need to come together to make like
And
an
just
amazing park.
everybody in the world has like so many of their own ideas that they can bring to the table. And just, I love that. It just makes me happy.
Yeah. And I think that's a good segue into the next question from Bleo on Instagram. what inspired y'all to step into the world of podcasting. At least for me, um, it took me a very, very long time to kind of be out there publicly in this community, because I was just on Twitter for like 3 years, and I still wasn't like making myself known. I really put my face out there. I wasn't like actively trying to meet people. And I am more of a private person for sure, probably versus like the average enthusiast. But then once I started, getting out there, going to some club events, obviously starting the YouTube, um, and I had been on a variety of podcasts as well, and I really love it. I do love talking about this hobby. It's by far like the number one thing I'm most passionate about. And but I did know if I ever wanted to be a part of a podcast, it would need to be with people that I really, really mesh well with and really, really trust. And Allison and Jen are, try not to cry here, two of my very, very best friends in the world. I love these two with like all my heart. And the fact that, both you guys are a part of this, especially when Jen signed on, I'm like, yes, let's freaking do this. Could not be more excited about it. So
I'll be
you
honest.
guys all right?
You're the one crying, not us.
I'm
37
good. No,
minutes
I'm
in.
good. I'm good.
Okay. The thought of doing a podcast, as long as I'd considered it, absolutely terrifies me, because I have always been a behind the scenes kind of person. Like, I've done kind of design most of my professional life. I do a lot of video editing, especially for Buzz Bars. That's kind of what I do for them. Is I do a lot of the graphic design, logo design, and their YouTube videos, the music videos. So I'm always the one behind the camera and never putting myself in the forefront. I've never been comfortable doing that. Um, and so why I wanted to start a podcast, even though I don't like hearing my own voice, is beyond me. But I'm really looking forward to what this is going to bring to the table.
We're kind of similar in that aspect, because I was like the same way. And then,
Our
well, once you're out
personalities,
there, though, you have
yeah,
fun. And,
our personalities are so similar, and I'm reminded of that all the time.
that's why we need Jen.
Yeah, she's the extrovert of us.
She's
I am
definitely
here
the
to
extrovert.
bring the complete opposite side of the table. I I really love being creative. I do. But some of the like content creation, YouTube, like that really overwhelms me. All of the tools that there are. Um, my ADHD does not handle it well, but my ADHD has a lot of opinions and I really like to talk. So, I'm here purely for entertainment. No. Um, but I'm the opposite end of it. I like to connect with people. I like to talk to people and share views, learn views. Um, and I found podcasting for me was the best way to do that. It came with the least amount of like stressful tools, but still with a way to get like my creative energy out.
In a way, it just feels like we're recording the three of us just hanging out and like putting it out into the world.
Yeah.
That's how it should be, I think.
Yeah.
That's definitely what I want out of this podcast. I don't want it to seem like, obviously we want to be professional, but I don't want it to seem like, NPR-ish either,
Ahsoka makes her debut.
Yeah,
Ahsoka,
right. We've made it almost 40 minutes without Ahsoka making any type of
pretty
debut.
good.
So it's been really long. It's great.
So that does kind of segue pretty well into the next question. Whiskey Nick on Twitter, I'm sorry, I'm never going to call it X, it's Twitter,
It's Twitter.
said, what are the three of you bringing to not only the coaster community, but the podcast community as well? For the first part of his question, he has a two-parter. But I want us to bring a conversational feel, especially like when we're going to start getting guests on. Hopefully with our next episode, we'll start getting guests on. And I don't want it to be just like stoic interview style. Like, we wanted to sit down, have a conversation about creativity, and just bringing light to some of the projects maybe that people are working on, thinking about their creative process. Like, I want to talk to YouTubers and I want to understand how they organize their files, because that's a skill I do not have.
I would love to know that too, when I say that as a YouTuber.
just like little things like that, and just like people's creative process, how they kind of come up with the ideas that they do, advice for other people wanting to create for the theme park community. It's just, I feel like it's a niche that just really has not been covered at all.
I would agree. Yeah, absolutely. Very true. At least for me, I mean, obviously, jumping on that, her points as well. I always strive to just be like a positive person
For
in
sure.
this community, because we have to remind ourselves this is a hobby, and it's
Mhm.
supposed to be something we love, and it's supposed to be the escape from the BS of the real world. And
For sure.
I don't ever want to be a part of BS in the hobby, which unfortunately happens in this community. So I want to be the exact opposite of that, and I know that that's what the goal of this podcast is as well. So that's just what I strive to be. Is like I really want to be someone that is like, hey, like you're a good dude. Like let's ride some coasters,
Just positivity to the industry.
Yes,
That's a big
yes,
part of it.
Yeah. For me, I want to bring like energy and fun. I feel like finding a good balance between conversational, professional, um, and energy is a little bit hard. So I think that we're like the three of us are a great team to mesh those things together
Hmm.
and create like a really unique feel.
definitely. Could
Yeah.
not agree more. You guys are the best.
No. How many times am I going to say "oh" on this podcast?
Oh,
Don't worry. This is probably the most lovey we'll get. We'll start hating each other as the episodes go
Oh, I'm sure.
when we start talking about some of our opinions.
No, that'll just come in text when we text on the side.
You're right.
Um, the second part of his question: what are some future collaborations us listeners can look forward to? There are so many options out there. I know we've already all talked about different people that we'd like to see on the podcast. Definitely want to do a mix of creative people in working like professional roles in parks, but then also we have a lot of really good friends who are content creators of some in some way. Um, I
Yeah,
don't
good. I
know.
think a good mix of that for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Professionals, but then also people we can just shoot the crap with. That we already know. I'm gonna try real. Obviously, we want to keep this non-explicit. I'm gonna try my best. I feel like I'm not the only one that needs to try their best,
who
Jen.
are you pointing
But
fingers at here?
100% you.
I'm trying, guys. It has been 43 minutes, and I don't think I've cursed yet. I've even
I've had to
thought
censor
about it.
myself more, to be fair, so far.
Yeah,
So
I have changed what I was saying multiple times. Thank you very much.
I don't know if we want to reveal like exactly some of the people we're talking to. I feel like we can name a
uh,
couple, but
do we? I don't know. I think it should be a mystery.
okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I think we're talking about we want to have a professional on very soon. I think we're still kind of locking down who our official first guest is going to be besides ourselves. But yeah, there's a lot. Like we have a list going on the side, and we have our dream people that we would like to see on the podcast.
It's like schools. We have safety schools. We got our safety guests. We have our dream guests.
Don't talk about our friends that way. Our friends are our safety guests.
The
Literally, though.
safety guest is
Oh,
the
I would have no
safety
problem telling anyone we know that they're safety guests.
People
Damn.
that we know will join us. But I could drop a few of our dream guests if you happen to be listening by some chance. If you are, G Prodigy, Alicia Stella, John Wardley, Joe Rody,
Taylor Swift,
hit it.
Travis Kelsey.
Taylor, listen,
Travis Kelsey.
He likes theme parks. He does.
fair, yeah, that's true.
He
Oh, I
likes
think we
Cedar
should.
Point.
I don't. We should try to get him on. I'm not sure how much creative impact he has, but
Well, I think his girlfriend has some creative
just a little bit.
ideas.
Yeah.
It'll bring a new era to the.
Hey,
Hey,
there we
see,
go.
look at me. I'm not even a Swiftie.
Neither am I.
Of course not. No.
No, not at all.
All right. So our last question about the podcast specific. Our good friend Gary, coasting with culture. I highly recommend you go watch his YouTube.
Speaking of future guests, maybe.
Oh, link.
Anyway, I didn't say that.
I haven't talked to him at all about that already. So where would you three like to see the podcast be at a year from now?
Number one in the charts on Apple. No.
I don't listen to Apple Podcasts. At least do Spotify.
Oh, sorry. I would say, and we didn't really mention this yet. We're starting off doing this. We're shooting for once every 2 weeks, correct?
Yeah.
I would say a year from now, weekly.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. I know
As
it's.
you know,
I
as
don't
we
know.
get going, as we get some guests, obviously, I assume we'll be a lot more comfortable a year from now. Not
Yeah.
that I'm not comfortable now, but you know.
And like, I already have plenty of ideas for episodes down the line if we need something to talk about just between the three of us.
Oh yeah.
I have plenty of ideas for that. Yeah, I would like to see us go weekly. I know that's not something that all of us can commit to just yet, but hopefully in the future.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Absolutely.
people are giving us good reviews a year from now.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think like a weekly feel, and then just really at that point, like hopefully a little bit before then, but on a bi-weekly schedule. But just really finding our groove and like our
Mhm.
perfect
Hmm.
space as well. Like a year seems like a long time, but when you're creating something from essentially from the start, a year really isn't that long. It flies really
It's
quickly.
not.
So
I know.
finding our groove and finding just like our vibe.
Okay, it's already mid-October, and I blinked and it was New Year's like
Yeah,
3 days ago, and
Yep. Oh yeah.
so a year will go by very
Hmm.
quickly.
exactly. So with that, I think we're ready to move into we have some more questions, but these ones are a little more aimed towards us as coaster enthusiasts, creatives, people.
Yeah.
Um, so starting with the Dan Heaton on Instagram, um, they asked, how did each of you first get into coasters and parks?
I think the person that reads the question should answer first. So go for it, Jen.
Okay. So I grew up going to parks. My home park growing up was Six Flags Great Adventure. My parents brought us there a good amount. Um, and then I kind of fell out of it for a few years, and YouTube happened, and I found a lot of YouTube channels I liked. Fascinating Horrors really has nothing to do with roller coasters, but he does a lot of roller coaster videos. And then he led me somehow to El Toro Ryan's problematic coaster videos. And the next thing I knew, I was back into theme parks and I met people in the coaster community. I actually found out about the coaster community at the opening of Velocicoaster. I did not know there was a whole community of people. I just thought I was some weird nerd watching YouTube by myself. Um, and yeah, that's how I got here.
So I got to shout out Dan because he actually has his own podcast that I have been a part of. He is an incredible, incredible guy. Check out the Tomorrow Society. He does all things Disney, but also other theme parks as well. Um, Definitely check him out. Um, but mentioning Disney, that is definitely how I first got into the theme park world. I first went to Walt Disney World when I was 5 years old. Again, when I was 6, 8, I went like 10 times in like the first 18 years of my life. Ironically, I was Disney and Disney only, and I did not like roller coasters as a kid. I was definitely afraid of them. I was 14 and terrified of Rock and Roller Coaster. Like it was like I'm never gonna ride this. I'm gonna be miserable the rest of the day because it went upside down. That always terrified me. I can't go upside down on a roller coaster. Finally did that. That's when I fell in love with launches. A Something I've been obsessed with ever since. But then even then, I didn't go on a big outdoor roller coaster till I was 19 at Six Flags New England. And then still, I'm like, okay, I can do inversions, but the height thing, I don't want to ride Superman. It's too tall. It's 200 feet tall. Not going to happen. This was the case until 2017. I was 29 years old, still not like loving roller coasters. I think I'd been on 20 at that point when my girlfriend, Megan, who, if you've been listening, you know is now my wife, said, let's go to Six Flags New England. I'm like, okay. We're gonna go on Superman, aren't we? Oh, fine. That's fine. It was closed that day. which I was weirdly happy about. But we rode a half wood, half steel roller coaster in the back of the park, which I'm like, I didn't know they could do that. Of course, it's called Wicked Cyclone by a roller coaster manufacturer called RMC. And after one ride, I'm like, I think I love roller coasters now. Because the airtime, the smoothness, the things that ride did, that changed it all. That changed it all. So whenever Megan said gives me crap for being too much of an enthusiast, it's her fault. It's always going to be her fault. So that is my origin story.
So I remember I mentioned earlier that you and I are very similar in personality. I also hated roller coasters until I was 12, 13. I was absolutely terrified of them. It was a big feat when I went on to Wanting a Mine Train and put my hands up for the whole ride. I was absolutely terrified. I went to Busch Gardens, Williamsburg for a school trip, and I stood in front of the entrance to Big Bad Wolf, and my friends tried to convince me to ride it, and I did not, and now I never got to ride it. So,
Oh, I actually didn't know that.
Oh.
yeah. But
Dang.
I know I was on a trip at Six Flags Over Georgia. I was on a summer camp trip, and I was like riding the antique cars, and I looked over and saw what was then Ninja, and I was absolutely fascinated by it. Like just looking at it, I'm like, that thing looks really cool, and I really want to know more about that. And so I kind of decided that day I would ride Viper, which was their shuttle coaster back then. I was like, all right, next time I'm here, I will get over my fears and I will ride Viper. I think it closed after that season. So I never got to ride Viper either. But that kind of started getting me into wanting to research coasters and learn more about them because I think knowing about how they worked got me over my fear of going upside down. Got over the fear. I went on a roller coaster simulator at an FEC in Jacksonville, Florida, where I lived at the time. And after that, I'm like, all right, I'm all in.
There we go.
So, um, I did a lot of research, and my dad took me to Six Flags Over Georgia. I put so much thought into what my first coaster would be, and it ended up being Georgia Scorcher. My dad also rode it with me, and that was his first and last ever roller coaster. But so yeah, Georgia Scorcher was my first like real roller coaster, and from that day on, I was hooked.
I love
Amazing. Love it. Love it. Look at us now. Who would have thought?
Yeah, that was also 20 years ago now. So,
We're so old. Oh.
yeah, I've been in this hobby a little bit. And like, going on Coaster Force, I was really big in Coaster Force back in the day, and that really helped. Like talking to other people and realizing, oh, I'm not just kind of like Jen said earlier, like, oh, there's other people out here who enjoy this. I'm not alone. I'm
Right.
not some crazy person
That's very true.
fascinated by these. Well, I am, but I'm not the only one.
Yeah, I'm not the only crazy person doing.
Other people, like, there's actually a hobby based around this, and I was like, fantastic. I'm so in,
Yeah,
and here we are.
Well, speaking of that community, the next question we have from Kings Island Cedar Kev. Cedar Kev. I think I might know that guy. Apart from the coaster, we love Kevin. Apart from the coasters, what do you enjoy most about being part of the enthusiast community?
I think we're all going to have the same answer here.
Maybe not.
No.
I don't even know if I have an answer yet.
Oh.
No, I mean, obviously, the friends that I've gotten to meet in this community,
Yep.
I know are like some of the greatest connections that I've ever made in my life, and I know will be going forward. Like I said, I am a pretty private guy. There are very few people that I like fully let in, into my inner circle. But those that have and that are part of that now, just invaluable people that I know, and that's for sure. Now that I know my people, I know who's my group is. It's been life changing. It's been so amazing. Just the traveling that I've gotten to do. And I think that's another part. I love the travel aspect. I love going to different cities, not just the parks themselves, but different cities, different towns, trying the food. internationally with the cultures and culinary aspects there, it's the last 3 years have been wild, and in such a good way because of the people I've gotten to meet in this community. So thank you, Kevin. You may or may not be a part of that inner circle. Wink, wink.
Yeah. So where I agree with everything you're saying. Of course, I've met some of the like best people in my life in this community, but also because it's travel based and it's worldwide. Like the ability to meet people from all over the world, and just those connections, whether they end up being long term connections or short term, um, the connections you make with the people from all different places is just, to me, that is like a very special part of this community.
Yeah, 100%. It's all about the people for me. I've met pretty much my entire like friend circle is all people I've met through roller coasters in some way. Like I met my boyfriend through Buzz Bars, so that's a huge thing. And so we have all of our friends in there, and like doing these events that we do with all the people, like all of our friends. I could care less about the coaster sometimes. Like when we did Top Thrill Stumble, and Jen, I know you were there for a lot of that. The best parts was the cabin crawl and the boat ride around Cedar Point.
Yeah, I
Like,
fully agree. I talk about that literally all the time. It was one of my favorite events because of
it
those
was
things.
so cool. But yeah, just meeting people from all over the world, getting to hang out with people all over the world. Like we were on a trip in Europe and we had friends join us at parks over there. Like it's crazy. It
Yes,
brings so many people together, and I love that.
and it's just cool. Like the more people you do get to know, like just pick a city. You can be like, oh, so and so's there. Let's hang out. Like,
Yep.
and not just America. It could be Europe or
Hmm.
wherever. It's crazy.
Yeah,
That's oh.
it is wild.
Yeah, 100% people over coasters for me.
Yeah,
Um, so the next question, I think we we started all hitting on it. What was a roller coaster that made you a coaster enthusiast? From Sarah on Instagram. Sarah
Well, I
FM.
already answered mine. Wicked
Yeah.
Cyclone.
Yep.
yeah.
George,
You two haven't yet.
I did technically Georgia
Yeah.
Scorcher,
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Ninja Georgia Scorcher,
Yeah, good
little of
point.
both.
Guys, so I don't talk about this very often because I get judged for it like every single time.
We won't judge
So
you.
I have a couple coasters that like I liked when I was younger. Like obviously like El Toro, I grew up riding that. Which I did hate El Toro for a very large span of time as well. Um, but I give all of this credit to Bizarro at Six Flags Great Adventure. I don't know
What? That's so
why.
dumb. How could you? No, I'm only
It
kidding.
is so dumb. Like it's so dumb. But I give like all of this credit to that ride. Like it was just such a perfect ride. I think oh my gosh, it was just so good, so perfect. The on-ride audio, the color scheme, like everything about it, I loved it. I would go to Six Flags and just like marathon ride that. Um so I give all of the credit. And it does not go to Medusa. It should not be Medusa. Turn it back to Bizarro. But I give all of that credit to Bizarro. So
I mean, I can't judge for that one because one of mine was it was a Vekoma multi looper that I
That's a
refuse to
good
call Blue
point.
Hawk.
Yeah.
It's still Ninja to me.
it's so
But
funny which ones will catch your heart there.
so
I,
Sarah had a second part of her question. I think I actually kind of touched on my answer. Which defunct coaster would you most want to ride that you never got a chance to? And for me, knowing that I stared at Big Bad Wolf kind of sucks because I really wish I could have ridden that. I had the chance. I chickened out. I'm still annoyed.
so for me, yeah, that hurts. What hurts really, really bad for me is that I saw this coaster 3 weeks ago that I
Oh, I
thought
know your
was it
answer.
was there was more of it removed than I thought. Pretty much the whole ride is still there, which made it that much more painful. I am talking about Dododampa at Fuji Q Highland. I've already mentioned how much I love launches. That was the king of launch coasters. and I highly doubt we will ever see something like that again. 0 to 100 in like a second and a half.
It looked absurd.
Yeah, that will forever be the most painful defunct ride that I never got to get on, especially when I saw it right there. Missed it by, well, they technically officially announced it was closing this year. Missed it by a few years. Yeah, that one hurt.
Oh, that one had to hurt.
hmm
It-
Thankfully, Janaika was right there to make up for it. But
Oh no.
I think I would have liked Ododampa more, honestly.
Yeah. For me, as the invert queen that I am, it is Elsa and Anna Talon, and I have a very similar story.
Elsa and Anna Talon.
I love that.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
Elsa and Anna Talon. What the heck? Dragon Challenge? Dueling
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 Dragons?
Dragons,
Dragons.
Dragon Challenge, many
Um,
names.
I have a very similar story. My first time I went to islands, I went with my brother and my ex, and um my I don't I think we needed a locker, and the lockers were full, or there was like we had to, maybe at the time you had to pay for the lockers. I don't remember the full reason. It was something with the lockers. And me and my brother were like, "It's fine. We're going to come back next year. Like we can always
Okay.
just ride it next year. We can move on to the next one." And then they closed. And not
Rip.
only that, but they also like didn't sell them to anyone. They
They
just
just
knocked
scrapped it.
Yeah.
them
Oh, those pictures
down.
hurt to see.
hmm
I know. It's like the most gut wrenching. It probably is like my most upsetting miss of any coaster I've ever had. I was so upset with myself. And at the time, inverts were my favorite type of coaster, so I was not happy.
Weirdly, I did get to ride both of those before being an enthusiast. Those are one of the rare roller coasters that I decided, screw it, let's just do it.
Wow, saying screw it, let's just do it on an invert. Kind of
Oh, I
wild.
was terrified.
Yeah.
Yeah, just visually, that coaster was something else.
hmm
Oh, it was beautiful. Like watching it from outside.
Mm.
I loved it.
And funny enough, I've
Um,
been wearing a Dueling Dragons hoodie the past few days that I have.
How do you have a Dueling Dragons hoodie just from then?
Well, no, I bought it earlier this year. It's from the Horror Nights house from last
Oh,
year.
right. Oh, that was
So
good.
it has the Choose
Yeah.
Thy Fate on the front, and then the whole like house
I
graphic
forgot
on the
about
back.
that.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's been cold lately, so I had a good excuse to wear it.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Jackson loves roller coasters on Instagram. Outside of coasters, what are your hobbies? So my big one outside of coasters, apparently I just like doing creative endeavors. In 2020, when the pandemic hit and we were in quarantine, I co-founded a indie publishing company with a former colleague of mine. I love reading, I love writing, and I love just doing design in general. That's kind of what I do for my day job too, is graphic design. And so I started a publishing company, and we put 27 or so books out right now. Um, so yeah, that's definitely my other big pursuit in life. I'm trying to think of like what other hobbies I have, and I'm blanking.
That's like me, because I mean, for me, my whole life it was sports, both playing them and watching them. Obviously, as I got older, the playing dramatically decreased. I still like watching them, not as much as I used to be. Like teenage years in my 20s, as diehard as you can get as a sports fan. I mean, I obviously still follow all my teams. I'm a big Boston sports guy. I went to University of Connecticut, so I'm a big UConn Huskies fan. Um, I say I'm not. I don't pay attention as much, but I did just see that the Yankees lost tonight, so I'm very happy about that.
Go
All of
sports.
that, I do like traveling, even like outside of coasters. Before coasters, I always love traveling. I definitely want to get to every state in the U.S. At some point in my life. Go to as many countries as possible. Other than that, I just have a mixed bag of like things that I like. Like I'm not big into TV or movies, but I have like my favorites that I'm obsessed with. I like board games. Obviously, I like trivia. Love trivia. So yeah. Mostly sports, but miscellaneous after that.
Real quick, do we want to talk about like that one really small world connection that we have between the two of us?
We actually should. That's actually a good point.
I
So
don't. I don't even know
obviously,
if you know about this, Jen.
I don't think I do.
we may have mentioned it briefly in text.
Maybe.
So obviously, Allison mentioned that she originally was in Georgia. You went to high school in Georgia.
Mhm.
I am from New England. There is a very, very famous women's basketball player named Maya Moore, who one of the best collegiate athletes ever, one of the best WNBA players ever. She's like really after her playing career, she's like I forgot what she did. She's doing some pretty amazing things.
Two-time Olympic gold medalist, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Olympic gold medalist, NCAA national champion, WNBA champion. She's one of like the winningest athletes ever. She went to UConn, and she was actually a classmate of mine in a couple of nutrition classes. We actually like swap notes every now and then. But weirdly, Allison,
Maya
she
Moore
went
was in. She was in my graduating class in Georgia.
in high school.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if we ever had classes together because it was a big high school. Like our graduating class was like 750 kids.
yeah,
But
still though.
yeah, she's in my senior yearbook.
And no, because she's a year after me. But the fact that this famous athlete
We,
went to
we,
Allison's
we
high
both,
school in my college,
yeah,
like
we both went to school with her.
completely different parts of the country. Like
Yep.
what?
That is wild. That's wild. I think we're on to me.
Yes.
Yeah, so my hobbies are pretty simple. I really like to be active, so most of mine are around being active. I am big into CrossFit. I do CrossFit pretty much 6 days a week. I really like hiking with my dog. If you guys don't know Ahsoka, but at this point in the podcast, after she announced herself, I don't know what to tell you, but I hike with Ahsoka a ton. I'm also a huge, 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 huge fan of coffee. I will travel literally anywhere for coffee. That is like I'll travel hours. Um, and yeah, those are like my main hobbies. Most of my time is spent crossfitting.
I did think of one other big one for me, and that is architecture. At one
Really?
at one point in my life, I started college studying architecture for one semester, but then I realized I like sleep too much, and there's a reason it's called architecture. So I changed my major. But
Never heard of that.
I'm fascinated with the architecture. The Cathedral of Learning in Pittsburgh is very much a happy place for me, and anytime I'm in Pittsburgh, I have to go in that building and just stand there and stare because it's so gorgeous.
That's interesting.
I know that's a very nerdy side of me that comes out from time to time.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, good segue. Because speaking of nerds, from Eric with a K on Twitter, between the three of you, who is the biggest coaster nerd? And I've been thinking about this one because, well, here's the thing. Both of you have a coaster tattoo.
Yes.
That's pretty freaking nerdy. But then I love trivia and I love the facts and the stats and the years, the histories of parks. So that's pretty nerdy. However, I'm going to vote Allison
Why?
because she will be the person that will look at a map and say, "Oh, there's an SBF visa 2 hours away. Let's make a weekend out of it and get this credit." I would never do that, probably.
I'm okay. I'm not that bad. I will say.
Uh,
I know. Okay, a lot of people will not accept kiddie coasters as creds, and I get it. It's up to you. Do what you do. For me, it's more about the journey and the friends and the fact that I've laughed more on kiddie creds than I have on some bucket list coasters, just because of the sheer absurdity of it. It's fun.
yeah.
Still makes you a nerd.
Well, I'm not denying that part.
Um, yeah, I have to guess one of you guys. I definitely don't think it's me. I literally I there is video evidence of me saying that Fury isn't like a B&M. Like I think my
Yeah,
nerd card has been revoked.
I would not call Jen a nerd in
Okay.
any
I'm
sense of the
literally
positive.
just here to ride coasters, drink beer, and be dramatic.
There we go. Yeah.
Jen, you have actually done a coaster thing though that I have not.
What is
I
that?
have never actually touched coaster track.
Not really.
No, like one of my biggest things is like I want a picture of me sitting on coaster track, and it's never happened
Oh my
in all
gosh.
this time. Yeah.
I don't have very many, but I have.
Okay, you've climbed Talon's lift. Like
I
that's
have
enough to
climbed
me.
Helen at Dorney Park. I also climbed Demon Drop.
Oh, and didn't y'all like sit on Iron Menace track or something when it was under construction?
Oh yeah, we did do that.
We
I
took
like
the dogs to do that.
Yeah, the dogs also sat on it. So whenever anyone talks about that jank at the end of Iron Menace, I very clearly like to point out that I'm like, hey guys, it's probably because we let Ahsoka's big butt
Yeah.
on the track. Like it was Ahsoka. Like the corgi's butt made it do that.
Listen, I would just like to mention that Ahsoka and Rufus have both sat on coaster track, and I have not.
Yeah, yeah.
I know. What? I don't and I'm trying to think. I don't think I have either.
Yeah. I
My
also
old man
sat on the
memories.
Wild Mouse track.
Like the most I've done is I ran a powered coaster at like a crappy little theme park in Atlanta. I don't really count that. Like I sat on the track once.
Yeah.
I don't count that.
You know what? I may have touched Air Force One's track when I went to RMC. I think I did.
Yeah, I haven't even
So
I haven't
that
done
counts.
that. Yeah. Of all things, I really want to sit on coaster track, and like it just hasn't happened.
My
It's so
God.
it's
We'll
so
make it
silly of
happen.
all things.
2025 goal.
All right.
Allison sits on some track.
Yeah,
Let's do it. Bet.
There we go.
We'll make a podcast episode out of it.
There we
But
go.
also, I would like to point out that me touching Talon's track was for the meme, so I don't know if we can really count it as being that nerdy. It was literally for the meme that would be the post.
That is fair. That is fair. Okay, we probably should rapid fire some of these questions going forward if we're not
Yeah.
going to be here
Oh.
for 2 hours.
Oh my
Perfect
gosh,
timing.
this whole section we're rapid firing.
Yeah. All right. So the next section, I literally titled it the Jen section, apparently, because people are obsessed with the fact that Jen is on this podcast.
As they should be.
So from Mike with the mullet, if you
Ooh.
if you didn't you do not know, that is the guy that I'm dating and that I moved to Cincinnati to be with. But anyway, so first part, Velocicoaster or Talon at Dorney Park?
Velocicoaster.
I saw it.
This would be a good point to mention. Jen, what's your number one coaster?
Velocicoaster.
Allison, what's your number one coaster?
Velocicoaster.
Guess what my number one coaster is? That is weird. Name a podcast where our number ones are all the same.
I love it. We are
Yeah.
Anyway.
all right. We just need to rename this the Velocicoaster Stand podcast.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So, and so the follow-up question, which I guess it does not matter. He
Yeah.
said follow-up for Jen. If you pick Talon, why do you not have a Talon tattoo yet?
Yeah, I know we're rapid firing. I'm going to be really quick, but I've made this very clear a million times. Talon is the best and my favorite B&M invert, but B&M inverts are not my favorite. Intamin multi launches are. So I just need to put that out there into the world again because everyone tries to trip me up with this question, and I'm so sorry. I love you, Talon at Dorney Park, but the answer is Velocicoaster.
Good answer.
So there we go.
Now we got from someone named Barbara on Instagram, who might be from the Czech Republic, and I may or may not have met before, and Jen as well.
Yeah, I have corgi socks from her. She also has a corgi. Her name
That's
is
true.
Alice.
That's true. Barbara is amazing. She asks, "What's the best ride at Dorney Park, and why is it Talon?" Are these all for Jen, or can we chime in too?
I mean, we can chime in too,
Yeah,
but
please.
I'll just say quickly.
I don't want a whole
Geared
section
towards
about
Jen.
me.
The answer is Steel Force. Anyway.
No, the answer is Talon at Dorney Park. What the hell?
Can I be weird and say that I honestly really like Possessed?
Oh, that's the bad answer. Like that's
I like launches. Okay, I don't know.
Those
I
are
really-
the three best roller coasters at Dorney.
But Talon is definitely the best.
I like how all of us
Steelforce-
don't even mention Iron Menace.
It's good.
Yeah, I do
I like
like
Iron
Iron
Menace.
Menace a lot, but I don't think it touches Talon. And I've told this to Dorney Park's face. Literally on media day, they're like, "Is it better than Talon?" And I was like, "Are you really asking me that question?" I
Not
was
the
like,
right
"They don't
person
want
to
my
ask.
answer."
That's a credit to Dorney though. Like it's not their best coaster, and it just shows that they're further adding to their pretty good lineup.
Yeah, but it does by far have the best theming at that park. By far, the theming is incredible at that coaster.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
absolutely incredible job. But the answer to this question is Talon at Dorney Park, and I will drive myself to New England to fight Bryant on that. Thank you.
I like Talon. I'm just not as obsessed with it as you are. Well, nobody is, to be fair.
Everyone is wrong.
So, Zooter Loopers asked the next question: does Ahsoka get jealous because she's too short for Talon?
Actually, I'm gonna sound so crazy, guys. This is a really fun fact. Ahsoka, when she worked and like when she wasn't hurt, she was not scared of coasters at all. Like she would walk right up to a coaster, like sit in the crate, like everything, no problems. She hates B&M inverts. Will not go anywhere near them. Like hates them. She did from it was just one that some dogs just like always have like a specific sound they don't like. Um and for her it was like the restraints releasing on an invert, so she would go nowhere near it.
Huh.
Yeah, she's like very confident dog walking around, no issues in the theme park with any other sound, but like the restraints on locking on an invert was not. So Ahsoka is not jealous because she hates B&M inverts with a passion.
That's ironic, actually. I
It's
love
so
it.
funny. All right.
Let's see. The next one, I believe this. I don't know if this is someone you know, Adam, but he said, for
Yes.
Jen, what gluten-free things should they eat at Epcot?
Oh my gosh, Epcot has a lot of really good gluten-free food. Um my go-to gluten-free food at Epcot is probably going to be Regal Eagle. Cuz a lot of their selection is gluten-free, like you don't have to think about a lot of it. But honestly, Disney is so accommodating that whatever you like and whatever you want, Disney probably has a really good substitute for it. So, I honestly eat different things every time I'm there. Um, and the festival booths are pretty accommodating too. So, I don't have like a great answer for this. Like I like Regal Eagle. Um, but yeah, I don't have a super great answer for this because Disney's so accommodating. It's not like the other parks where you have to go digging and searching for gluten-free food. Disney offers gluten-free food everywhere or a gluten-free substitute. So it's like a game-changing place kind of. Yeah.
So he won't have a problem,
No, you won't
regardless.
have any problems at
Good.
on the Disney property. And wherever Disney gets their buns, apparently they like really gatekeep this. They gatekeep this for all of the gluten-free eaters. They gatekeep where they get like half of their gluten-free stuff, but their buns, wherever they get them from, they are incredible. Like I do not like gluten-free bread from anywhere, and I would die for gluten-free buns from Disney. So
There we
I
go.
switched when I was at California. I switched all of my morning reservations to DCA so I could eat a breakfast sandwich from Smoke Jumpers after the first time I ate it. I was like, I need to eat it every day. So
Sounds good. I would know nothing about that, but
I
I
just,
probably eat so much freaking gluten. It's like bread, bread, bread. Every meal.
I love bread.
Oh, anyway. Well, the last question of the Jen section. We really want to know what Jen's favorite Sabrina Carpenter song is. That is from Sarah E. Patty on Instagram.
oh, you guys are that's a good one.
I know
I
nothing.
probably go with Espresso. I know that's so basic, but
I've
I
Yeah.
also only know like 3 Sabrina Carpenter songs.
I've never listened to a Sabrina Carpenter song, and I only know her from Girl Meets World.
You have had to have heard us
Well,
Espresso.
yeah, you have to have
Like you
heard
can't avoid it.
uh
I'll have to listen to it and see if I
You will.
recognize it.
you would absolutely know Sabrina Carpenter. She's like at this point it's almost like impossible not to know her. Um so I really I think Emails I Can't Send is the most beautiful masterpiece of an album. Like, Short and Sweet is incredible. It's so much fun. Like, of course, I love it. But everything about Emails I Can't Send is just a masterpiece. So my favorite Sabrina song probably comes from Emails I Can't Send. Um, and I think it might be I love Nonsense. Like, Nonsense is up there for me.
I know nonsense.
Yeah, Nonsense is one of my favorite Sabrina songs. But also Emails I Can't Send. Like, it's so vulnerable. It's just very pretty. Her voice is beautiful. Um, but yeah, on Short and Sweet, I really love Coincidence. So, yeah.
I have
More
no
Taylor
idea.
Swift questions next episode.
Yes.
I at least know some Taylor Swift. I know absolutely nothing about Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh, we will get Allison. We're gonna bring Allison back to this question later.
Oh
Get her to
crap!
listen to
Oh no!
Mm-hmm.
Sabrina.
Next section. Where are we? Hour 22 in. All right. We still have. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay.
Yeah, these are totally going to be an hour long.
Coaster and park things. Allison, you read the first one because
All
this
right.
seems this is up your alley.
I don't even know if I have an answer for this one offhand. CPred on Twitter asked, "What are your top 3 Rye logo designs?" Honestly, I was trying to think of an answer to this question earlier today, and I
The one off the top of my
do
head
not have an
is
answer.
Banshee. I freaking love Banshee.
Oh, I have one off the top
Yeah.
of my head too. It's Kumba.
That's another good one. I feel like this is just going to be us naming random like awesome signs, not a top 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I love the sign for Talon at Dorney Park.
Oh, me! I was gonna
Oh
say
my
that too.
That's not the best sign in the park, though. I love Hydra. That is a great sign.
Yeah,
Hydra does have a really
Yeah.
good sign. It's
and I think they just like revamp possessed signs too. Possessed is I
yeah,
can't even say that. The sign in front of possessed. I think they refurbished that this year.
yeah. So the
Dorney brings
logo
it with
is
some
the same.
signs.
I think the logo's the same, but the
Yeah.
color scheme's a little different, I believe. But yes.
Oh, Time Traveler.
Oh, that's a good one.
I love Time Traveler.
Let me.
That tick tick tick. I know that's not a part of the design, but
I'm looking one up if I remember. It's like a really bad coaster, but Nighthawk at Carowinds, I actually really like that
okay.
logo.
Oh,
How
that's
like
a
the
good
the
logo.
beak is
Yeah.
the
The Beast is iconic. We'll say Kings Island. They have some really good signs.
Velocicoaster.
Velocity. There's a
Just
good
that. That's just the entrance, though. That's like
Yeah, but it has like the slash marks on it and the fire around
Yeah.
it, like it vibes, just vibes.
vibes. Vibes. Um.
That'd be a good top 25 video. Best park signs.
I mean, honestly,
I really liked the original Gwazi.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I like the original Gwazi logo. The new Gwazi logo is pretty good too, but I really liked the original Gwazi logo.
I mean, I guess I like the Millennium Force logo too because I got it tattooed.
Did you like the Phobia Fear logo that looks just like Millennium Force?
I did not notice that. Did it actually? I have a picture of
Yeah,
that.
it's like the same thing. It's just orange.
I know. I know. I straight up posted a picture of it on my Instagram, but I didn't pay that much attention to it. I guess.
Boulder Dash. Speaking of lake compounds, also a very good sign. Anyway, next question. What's your favorite smell at a theme park? That is from Hawk Vanderlei, Mr. Magnum himself.
I mean, I know we talked about me being the biggest coaster nerd, and I really love the smell of coaster grease.
Yeah,
That makes you the
she
nerd. There you go.
solidified her spot.
There
I'll
it
be
is, right there.
honest.
For me, and I'm gonna move. I know it's technically not a theme park, but it's fine. I'm keeping it. The smell of the beach club at Disney World is like therapeutic to me. Like, if I'm
Mm.
having a bad day, if I walk into the beach club, like, everything's fine. Everything is okay. Um,
Grand Floridian smell is where it's at.
Grand
That's a good
Floridian's
smell, too.
also a
Oh,
good
it
one.
has its own smell.
I'm not even like a beachy person either. So, like, to me, the fact that it's beach club is just like weird. It's not something like, it's not a vibe that I'm really into. But yet, the smell in that resort just, it does things to the chemistry in my brain.
I'm also going to Disney. I don't know what the smell is, but Big Thunder Mountain has a smell,
Mm.
and I could be just walking around in daily life, and things trigger that smell, and like instantly, I'm like, oh, that's Big Thunder Mountain.
I know
And
people talk about the smell at Pirates of the Caribbean a lot too.
yeah, that they have candles that they sell
Yeah, I've seen
of
that.
parks. So I mean, of rides at Disney. I think they have
Yeah.
a Haunted Mansion one.
Probably.
Yeah, but that smell of Big Thunder Mountain, it's so good. Can't describe it.
Yeah, it's a good one. That one's definitely a good one. Um, this one, I have another question from Flaming Scrubs on Twitter. It says, has everyone ridden Shivering Timbers?
Yes.
Yes. Jen?
No.
Oh,
There we go.
Wait,
We
where
answered the
is
question.
Shivering Timbers? I'm pretty sure the
Michigan.
No.
Michigan's Adventure.
No.
That's okay. Sarah and Taylor haven't either.
Yeah, that is
I will forever
certainly.
make fun of them until they ride it.
I don't know if I love that coaster or not. I'm still like
Oh,
I
I
rode
do.
it last year. Well,
Yeah.
the difference between like riding in row 1 and row 2 was insane. In
See,
terms
I
of
only rode in row 1 and row 11, which
uh,
is what people said to ride. So.
I mean, I think I did 11, but like just it was in row 2 it was so jarring.
I've heard the wheel seats are
Oh my
horrendous.
god.
So don't ride in a wheel seat, guys.
No, I waited for front row for that ride and that redeemed it entirely for me.
Mm-hmm. From Brambo on Instagram, our friend Brambo. What type of coaster would you most want to create a ground up theme from? So, like, what do we want the theme to be, or what type of coaster, or both?
Maybe a little of both.
Actually, I was trying to think of this one earlier today. I was blanking. I'm just.
Wait, I have one.
I'm gonna go with this idea that I came up with for the new Villains Land at Disney. It'll never happen because it's messed up. But I want a backwards B&M dive coaster themed to Scar throwing Mufasa
Oh
off
my
the
god.
cliff.
That is horrible.
It's Villains Land. And like Be Prepared is like playing up on the lift hill and there's like
How
green smoke
sick
everywhere.
would that be, though?
Right.
Okay, all right, that
And then
was pretty sick.
and then I thought of on the second, how B&M Dives has like a second drop. You see like smoke surrounds you and you see like Simba below you and you're like telling him to, remember who you are.
My gosh.
There we go.
That just makes me think Emperor's New Groove. A dive coaster themed to that of them going over the waterfall.
There we
my
go.
gosh, it would be so good.
That's not my answer though. I can't think of a theme, but just give me
I know,
any
I can't. The theme is hard. What are you? Sorry, go.
just
Allison.
an Intamin. I love Intamin. For those who don't know, 4 of my top 5 coasters are Intamin, so I will always vote. Give me an Intamin. Yeah, some kind of Intamin blitz. Just give me Velocicoaster again. Honestly,
Velocicoaster, The Lost World.
theme it to whatever you want. I'll just give me more of that forever.
Yeah. So I feel like it's wild that I'm not gonna say Intamin because that was my first thought. But I feel like we don't have a good extreme RMC that's themed.
That's true.
Yeah, they're really
So
not
I
like
would
super
not
heavily
see-
themed.
Yeah, they're like pretty just like there.
Like-
Could you imagine if something like Iron Gwazi had like actual heavy theming?
Oh,
It would be untouched.
yeah, that's true. Isn't it? I mean, Fire in the Hole, I guess now is.
Yeah.
I don't know anything
That's more of a
about that.
dark ride.
Yeah, but it's like it's pretty chill, right?
I wouldn't know.
Yeah. Fun
Yeah.
fact, I'm technically part of the theming on that ride.
You are.
My name is listed in some of the theming after going to an Ace event there.
I'm themed to Zadra.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh god, that's another thing that we have not talked about yet on this
That'll be
podcast.
next episode.
We'll see. We could talk about just an episode about my stupid roller coaster costumes that I've done.
That's true. There's so much to talk about.
Love
We're an hour and
that,
a half
though.
in. Holy crap.
Yeah, I'm really bad at coming up with coaster themes.
So am I. I just gave a coaster. I
Yeah.
can't. Don't ask me about.
Sorry if we did not do justice to your question, Brambo. Love you anyway.
Yeah, if I could think of something that could be themed to a corgi, that would be my theme. But I can't really. What do you theme to a corgi? I don't know.
Listen, I mean,
There is the
what?
corgi coaster in China, I think.
There is, yes. It's a kitty coaster. I want to go ride it.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
there's
go
a
to China and
coaster.
only ride the corgi coaster, and that is it.
There's the dog fart coaster. I mean,
That's true. Yeah.
or
All right.
whatever it's actually called.
Yeah.
Anyway, we digress.
Next, guys, we have Alex Bowers on Instagram.
Oh,
What
this
is
guy.
I know. He asked, "What is everyone's favorite B&M coaster?"
Oh boy, I think he asked this one for me.
Are you still trying to figure it out?
No, I am
Or
not
do you
trying
know
to
now?
figure it out. I promise this is gonna sound like a hot take, but in my mind, it is not a hot take. Obviously, the obvious answer is Fury 325, right?
That's my
Best
answer.
Giga in the world, best B&M in the world. Not for me anymore. That answer is now Flying Dinosaur at Universal Studios Japan.
Yeah.
The most insane 30 seconds to start a roller coaster that I have ever experienced. And the second half's pretty dang good too. That ride is. I'm a future tease for a video in the next few weeks. I'm going to do my top 15 roller coasters of Japan. I don't know what my order is yet, but let's just say number one is not just between Eijanaika and Hinakuge. Flying Dinosaurs in the running. It's that good.
Yeah, for those of us who have not been to Japan, I did mention that 4 of my top 5 are Intamin, and the one that is not is Fury 325, which I think I have at number 3 right now.
Oh my gosh.
Now, Jen might have a
Mine.
hot take.
I don't know if it's a hot take because I feel like it is a pretty like universally agreed upon great B&M. But mine is Kumba.
Okay.
Yeah, like Kumba is
Throwback.
just like a masterpiece of
Mm-hmm.
B&M. But my next one is Talon. So Kumba and Talon are my two favorite B&M coasters. Oh, Mako might be in there too, but Kumba's definitely above Mako.
I mean, I think if there was ever a B&M Hall of Fame, Kumba would probably be the first one inducted.
Yeah, it's such an incredible
Yeah.
ride. Like it's just a great B&M. Everything about it.
Don't hate it.
I'm trying to think of like my second favorite B&M, and
My second favorite would
It's-
probably be Goliath at Over Georgia. I love that thing. I'm sorry, after Fury. So Fury is second. Goliath would be third.
Now, I also have to acknowledge, I acknowledge this every single time. I only rode Talon. I only rode Talon. I only rode Fury when it was like so cold it was going to be shut down.
Right, yeah, you need
So I have
redemption.
to acknowledge the fact that I don't have great rides on Fury.
That's fair.
And I actually have Copperhead Strike above Fury at the moment.
Yeah, that's
but
wrong.
I acknowledge that in the cold, Copperhead Strike gives a very it is a way better running ride than in the heat, and I feel like Copperhead Strike strives in the cold where Fury doesn't do as well, and then so it's not a fair comparison.
Okay.
Strives. That's not. Is that the right word? No. Yes.
I'm awful with vocabulary, so let's go for it.
Yeah. Okay. Close.
My second highest B&M, according to my list, Black Mamba.
Oh yeah, you've been to Fantasia Land, haven't you?
Oh,
Good for you.
of
Thank
course,
you.
it's a town in Dorney Park.
Wait, what's the
Is that Kobe Talon?
Yeah, that one's Kobe Bryant. We love Kobe.
Well, he's dead now, so I like him a little more. Sorry, that's so.
That is awful.
He's a Laker. I'm a Celtics fan. I had to hate Kobe Bryant growing up.
That's
you know.
true, but he
Come
also,
on, even if we share a name.
we love him.
Anyway, if you this is from Jackson Loves Roller Coasters again. No, sorry, I'm skipping ahead. Laurel on Twitter. I don't know who Laurel is. Never heard of her. If you were a roller coaster, which roller coaster would you be?
I have no good answer for this question.
Laurel, what is this?
I like this question.
I mean, I like it. Okay, okay, maybe I do have an answer. It's just one that I fangirl over a lot, and that is Terran.
Yeah,
Also,
that's a good answer.
I had
That's
to
a
I had
really
to bring
good
up
answer.
Fantasyland again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, really back-to-back questions.
My bad.
I mean, give me Ride to Happiness, because then you're always happy, right?
And launches.
And launches.
Yeah. So I was thinking maybe Ride to Happiness, but that was taken. So I think maybe Egenica?
Okay.
Maybe because it's really chaotic and I'm a pretty chaotic person. So.
Honestly, yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. I feel
Confirmed
like
chaotic.
yeah, I feel like we're both chaotic in a really fun way.
Yeah. I like that answer. That's probably the best answer.
Yeah, I mean, I really just don't have a good answer for that question, unfortunately.
That's fine.
But my answer will be Terran, just because I love it.
I mean, you're creative theming.
Yeah, I mean that's part of why I love it so much is just the immersion for it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Don't spoil anything. It's
Okay.
I need to get there very soon, please.
I will not spoil anything.
I feel like our answers are segueing perfectly into the next question. What is your bucket list park in Europe for the three of you? That is from Martin, I think. There's a J in there too, so I apologize if that's not how you pronounce it. 3 questions in a row. Fantasialand for me.
I've
Yes,
been there, done that.
please. Need it bad.
Yeah,
Fly,
not me.
Karen, Black Mamba.
Not
Ninjas.
me going there in 2022 and then
I
planning a
know.
weekend trip solely around going back there because I missed it so much.
Yeah.
I want to go back again. I'm trying to find ways to go back again.
I know.
Yeah, my bucket list park in Europe right now, I will be at in about 42 days. So, and that would be Europa Park.
I don't know. Wait, so I don't know why I thought you'd been to Europa Park.
Nope, never been.
Okay, I thought Votron was just gonna be new to you. Oh my god, I can't wait to live through you. A week
You'll
before
be there 2 days after me.
I might not be a part of that episode when you guys get back. I'm just gonna be like la 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 la.
Europa Park. No thoughts, just Europa Park. For me, it's Fantasialand. Like, the theming is just unmatched. Terran is like absolutely. I think between that and Ride to Happiness, I think they are my bucket list coasters. Like, top bucket list. So,
Like,
yeah.
I'm trying to think of my bucket. Like, after Europa, my next one is Alton Towers, and I'm doing that next year. I'm trying to think, like, what's bucket list after that?
From a park, I mean, I have coasters that are bucket list, but a park,
Yeah,
would probably be. I've never been like I honestly want to go one day, but I've never like the UK has never been like, oh man, I really like Alton Towers, yes, but it's never been like super high. Portaventura, maybe.
yeah.
I've heard good things about Port. I've heard bad things about the ops, but I've heard the park is beautiful. So I'd say Portaventura after Fantasialand.
I actually have a really, really stupid one.
Probably not stupid.
So there's a park in Italy. It's like Zoo Safari or something like that.
Oh, the Typo coaster?
Yes. So there's, I call it the typo coaster because on RCDB and on the park sign, it says Euro Figther instead of Eurofighter.
Yes.
Euro Figther. And I just really want to go ride it because I love typos.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's my
Love
really
that.
silly bucket list coaster.
I also don't know why I wasn't thinking about this because I want to go there so bad, but Efteling.
Oh, yes.
I've heard
Efteling.
good. Yeah, that's a good one.
I want to go there so
totally forgot
bad.
about that. Yeah,
That's a really
Efteling
good
is high on
answer.
my list.
Yeah.
We're trying to find a way to go there after the UK.
Oh,
We'll see.
do
That
it.
or Lennon Maki.
And then you can get struppies, right?
Yes. Give me all the stroopwafels.
Yes.
That's my bucket list park in Europe is more stroopwafels.
Yes. I love them.
All right. Saxon loves roller coasters. I think had another question. What coaster that you haven't been on that you are most excited for? A lot.
Ooh, yeah, many. Let's try not to go back to Fantasia Land. I would have to say Wildfire at Colmartin because it's an RMC. Everyone says it's one of the best RMCs, and it also has unbelievable views. I love me some views. I love RMC. There are many coasters out there. I think if I knew I was dying tomorrow and I needed one ride, I'd pick Wildfire.
I'm probably leaning Taiga right now.
That's up there too for me.
As a lover of Intamin, and I know a lot of friends have said very good things about Taiga. And also, it looks gorgeous.
Yeah. Taiga's up there for me.
I love that Zero car is something else.
For me, I think if I had to pick one, I think it would be Ride to Happiness.
Yep. Those are the three. Yeah, those are.
Yeah. Without going back to Fantasia Land.
Fair.
We've talked enough about Fantasia.
Yeah, right.
There's no such thing as talking too much about
honestly, I'd put all three of those as a coaster above anything at Fantasyland for me, I think. Like, as badly as I want to get in Terran and Fly, I'd still put those three above.
Oh, yeah, no, Terran is, like, I think my number one, like, bucket list coaster. I think, like...
I wish I could be there when you ride it, because then it would mean I'm back there.
I just think it's going to be, like, I think it's going to blow everything else out of the water for me. From what I hear from other Intamin stands with similar loves.
Gee, I'm not one of those at all. I have it ranked at number 4, I think.
Oh, below Velocity. Interesting.
Well, you knew Velocity was number 1.
That's true. All right. Soakers. Now we're just gonna go on. We have a couple more. We can probably be pretty quick with these ones.
Yeah,
I think so.
Just some random non-coaster things. What are each of your 5 most frequently used emojis?
I gotta literally go
from
into
Nick Lom on Twitter.
From Nick Lom. Yes, I'm so sorry. It's from Lom 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 Lom.
Lom.
Yeah, you have to just say his name a million times.
I don't want to try. I mean, I don't know if I have 5. I definitely use the laughing, crying emoji a lot. I also use the. I don't even know what it's called. It's like the smiling with like the sweat coming down the.
Oh, the stress one. Yeah.
The stress one. Yeah, we'll call it that. I like that one. I mean, the hearts are just universal. I feel like the hearts don't count.
I mean, I've started using pink and orange hearts more now for reasons.
That's true.
Oh, cute. I use blue and orange hearts a lot.
I like the bless emoji. The 2 hands, like the field goal.
That one's good.
I like the shrug emoji a lot because I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And the eyeball emoji. When
I use that so much.
Excited for something.
It's a good one.
I do like I use the like eyes closed, like happy face with the pink rosy cheeks, just like yay.
I like that
one. I have a lot of anxiety, so I use the scared face looking guy a lot.
Yeah.
I think I sent many of those earlier today before we started recording. And then also just like the cute like eyes one with like the finger points, just like is for me. Literally those like the finger points are like in my top emojis because I do those both together. Just is for me.
That's funny.
I didn't even know that emoji existed. What?
You're talking about you use both like one finger and then the other finger, right?
Yeah, here.
I thought it was like a smiley one.
Fingers to make it, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's and I use like the stars a lot for emphasis on things.
Oh, like those are up there for me too.
I'm trying to think of a rare one that I like using. That's I feel not as popular.
I don't know how rare it is, but right now in my top 5 is an American flag.
America.
I've been really, really wild about America, mostly because Cybertrucks. And
that's right.
Okay.
I hate Cybertrucks, but I love them.
I've been using the Mount Fuji emoji recently for reasons.
Reasons.
It's fun. We get to see 3 emojis in real life on this trip.
Oh, that's cool.
Mount Fuji. We saw one of like the Japanese like temples, and then the gate that's at Epcot, like the
Yes.
Japanese gate. We saw the real one in Hiroshima, which is
Ooh,
also an emoji. So that was really cool.
Interesting.
interesting. My other ones, so I have my American flag, just a heart, puppy dog eyes, laughing faces, and the dead emoji.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's a good
basic.
one.
I'm a pretty basic.
Right, next up we have would you rather waffle night or pancake night from I know his name. I met him at Waldemir. We had a great time. I don't know how to pronounce his Twitter name. It's like uh,
Execution Man?
Execution Man. He's a good dude. And then also from Ryan on Twitter, we have waffles, pancakes, or French toast. So we're just gonna combine those 2 questions.
Full on breakfast.
Yeah, I love breakfast so much. My Megan and I go out to breakfast every weekend. It's like a tradition. Huge breakfast guy, bacon, home fries, all the syrup. Um, I would take pancakes. Love, love. I love all 3 of these, but we're going pancakes. And then breakfast for dinner, very underrated.
I don't really go for any of these three.
Well, you suck.
Okay, my actual answer would be okay, if I had to choose from the three, it'd be French toast. I'm more of an omelet person or like a
Okay.
breakfast sandwich kind of person. Which, speaking of which, I had like one of the best omelets of my life last weekend in Louisville. I got
Ooh,
like goat cheese and chicken in it, and they had like a lemon herb aioli. Uh, Phenomenal.
dang.
And like we got to talk to the chef. It was like the fluffiest omelet I've ever had in my life. And I got
Right
to
on.
talk to the guy who made it, and he said like omelets are my passion. I'm like, all right, cool. I did good.
Yeah. I am not a big sweet eater when it comes to breakfast. I like savory things too. Um but if I had to choose, I would do pancakes. I'm a
Mhm.
pancake lover like all day. I would choose pancakes.
Yeah, pancakes are just the best.
No, I used to work at IHOP, but it's probably my least favorite of those three is pancakes.
Ugh,
I don't hate, I obviously am we have a lot of really good breakfast places in our town. IHOP's still not bad. It's reliable. I think it gets crapped on too much. It's like the Olive Garden of breakfast places because I still like Olive Garden.
I love Olive
I love
Garden.
Yeah.
Olive Garden.
Yeah.
I love Olive Garden. Um but yeah, no, I agree. Like you can go to IHOP and get like a very consistent
Yeah.
pancake.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's cheap, like consistent
Oh
pancake.
yeah. That's what I love breakfast places. Like I don't care where you go, it's like you're gonna get a lot of food for like under $15. It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Real. All right, I think that brings us to the last one of the episode. John Mike on Instagram asks, "What is your favorite go-to sweet?"
Too much.
Stroopwafels probably right now.
Mine, mine are Stropies. Mine are definitely Stropies.
Does coffee count? Because that's my other
Well,
favorite.
the coffee and the Stropie goes together, so
Yeah.
Mm.
it's
And
a.
it's not even like the coffee. I use a sweet cream creamer, and it's just
I use that too.
seriously.
Yes, the red bottle.
No, it's a purple bottle.
Oh, I use the red one, so it's a different brand. Um, but I use a sweet cream.
Yeah. Oh, so good.
Um,
It's cookies. You stick
Nope.
a good chocolate chip cookie in front of me, I will want like 20 of them. And I will have
Noted.
no shame in eating all of them.
can my
Or M&M cookies too. M&M cookies are ugh.
if my favorite snack could be iced coffee, I could be strayed from my Stropie.
Okay.
Shout out to Twin Valley Iced Coffee specifically.
Oh my god, there was this cookie shop in Faneuil Hall in Boston, where I lived in Boston for 2 years. Quincy Market. It's like the Reading terminal of Boston for you Philly people. They had the sugar M&M cookie.
Oh, that sounds
I
good.
lived like 4 miles away. Sometimes I would walk there to be like, let's
Jeez.
burn the calories of this cookie. And then I'd take the subway back to get it. It was so good.
That sounds good.
Speaking of cookies, when we were in when we went to Holiday World last weekend, we stopped at the Christmas shop. Side note, they have a bakery in there. Smells like cookies in the entire store. It's
Really?
great.
Do they sell cookies?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know
yeah.
that.
I think we got like 3 of them. It was like
I
3
think
for
I've spent
$8 or
all
something.
of 30 seconds in the Christmas section of Hollywood
No, this
of
was like
Holiday World.
in the town of Santa Claus.
Oh,
It was
okay.
the Santa Claus Christmas shop or
Got
something.
it. Okay.
Yeah, smells like cookies.
Very nice. Well, we're barely beating 2 hours.
I feel like we should just talk for another 10 minutes just to break
Just to
2
make
hours.
it 2. I mean, I think this was a fantastic way to get to know us for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you guys will have a pretty good gauge of us as people.
I think you might know more about us now than you ever wanted to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Except we did not talk a lot about talent at Dorney Park, which I'm pretty sure is what I said was a requirement on this podcast. No, I'm kidding.
It is a B&M invert, and it is underrated. It has a wonderful mix of both positive and negatives.
I
Positive and
know.
I'm trying to
negative
remember what else.
sources.
Oh, wow. I am so proud of you.
And it has a distinctly different ride in the front and the back. You have to ride it twice to experience the whole thing.
I just love
It
the
even
Helix.
has some airtime.
I'm all about the Helix.
The fact that this is like word for word. You only left out the fact that it was so smooth.
It is smooth.
And the flyby at the front of the park. And the little pop of airtime. You missed the word pop.
Well, pop. Sorry.
The little pop of airtime.
Here's the thing. It absolutely was an underrated invert. You can't call it, like, nobody can call it underrated anymore because of you. Like, that's over.
It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me.
Literally. Oh. I guarantee if you searched like Twitter history of 2023 of all the B&M inverts in the world, by far the most mentioned was Talon.
It definitely had to.
Not
be.
even a question.
Yeah, there's no question about it. I definitely did that. Someone did make a post and was like, "Why are all these Stoozies talking about Dorney Park?" And like multiple people commented on it and was like, "Jen," like specifically
Yeah.
Jen.
Yeah, there's a reason.
It is by far the most discussed B&M invert in the world.
At least
At this
you've
point.
made an impact on the community, Jen.
Yes.
This is what I'm here for. So everyone loves town at Dorney Park. And it's like people who never had plans to travel to Dorney Park will like message me and be like, I decided to add Dorney Park to my trip because I want to ride Talon. Like,
Oh,
what
yeah.
else should I do? And I'm like, I love this so much. I also got a really good screenshot a couple weeks ago of like people and they're talking in Dutch, and all I could understand in the whole entire screenshot of message, I was like, I don't even have to translate this. I don't really know what it says, but I can understand Talon and Dorney Park, and that's all I need to know.
Have I ever told you about my first visit to Dorney Park?
No.
I don't know if I have. So we did a weekend trip up to Pennsylvania, and we were at Hershey Park, and it was absolutely slammed that day. It was so bad. So we're like, you know what? I'm about to hit 400. So we drove an hour over to Dorney Park in the middle of our Hershey Park day. Got just enough rides there to hit 400 on Talon. And yes, I did that mostly for you. And then we went back to Hershey Park.
So I actually think I remember this. I feel like you guys might have like last minute messaged me and been like,
Yeah.
"Hey, any chance you're around? Can you come to
Yeah,
Dorney
it was
Park?"
not part of our plan that day.
Yeah, I feel like I remember you guys last minute messaging me, and I was like, I'll do things.
Yeah, it was like a very last minute.
Yeah,
This place is too crowded. I want to go to Dorney Park instead.
Dorney Park. What a gem of a park.
It is. I forget that was a milestone for you.
Yep.
I'm trying to think. I'm looking now what number Talon was for me. It was still pretty early on.
Yeah,
113. Number 113.
Talon was before I counted my coasters.
That's true.
For me. So I don't know what number Talon is for me. Unfortunately. But it's pretty early for me because I went to the same parks over and over again for a very long time. I still go to the same parks over and over again. So
We got to get you to some new ones, which we might be doing soon.
yeah, maybe.
Not going to say where, but the Inverted Creative Podcast will all be in person together very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the time you're listening to the next episode.
Yeah.
Oh, well, now we got a timeline too.
We got to take some promo pictures.
We do.
Yeah.
Well,
which I'm hoping for some nice fall foliage in the background of those.
It should be nice.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited to like actually see all together in person.
I know. I'm very excited.
I know. It's gonna be so hype, guys. It's gonna be so hype.
The first episode will be out by then. Like people will be talking about it. Hopefully they like it.
Oh, it'll be trending everywhere.
Yeah, it'll be great. It'll be great.
Well, like the election's coming up. No one's gonna care about that.
Oh God, why'd you remind me of that?
Yeah, I know. Ignore all the ads. Just keep listening to that. We don't want that negativity. Just listen to Inverted Podcast. Well, you're Inverted Creative. Sorry.
Yeah.
There it is, guys.
Well, you still have one more thing you have to do, Brian.
Yeah.
I do. I said I'd ask this question at any point, which
you forgot.
2 hours later.
So, I'm going to try to do this every podcast. We'll see how it goes. If you have been listening to this podcast, we all revealed what our home parks are. So, of those 3 parks, the 3 primary parks that are each of our home parks, I want you guys to tell me, combined, how many roller coasters over 150 feet in height of our 3 home parks. So, not only do you have to research those, you have to make sure you know what our home parks are, which I'm not going to tell you.
What's funny is I already forgot what Jen's home park is.
Oh my God. Yeah, really?
You gotta go back and listen.
Yeah, I know. I gotta edit the episode, but
also not Dutch Wonderland. It's not Dutch Wonderland.
So yeah, the first person to answer on one of our socials with whatever post we do for this episode, first person, I'll send you a sticker if you're correct.
How many roller coasters combined of our 3 home parks are over 150 feet tall? I actually don't know the answer offhand. I have to look at it. I'll text you the answer when I figure it out. We're just under 2 hours, guys.
Yeah.
Just under 2 hours. We can
talk
about Talon and Dorney Park even more, guys.
Anyway, this has been amazing. I am so very much looking forward to the future of this. If night 1 isn't any indicator, I can't imagine once we're like our chemistry keeps improving.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, guys. Thanks so much for listening to all of us.
And thank you guys, Brian and Jen, for joining me on this.
Oh my God, of course.
Yes, happy to be here. Very happy to be here, and I can't wait for what the future of this podcast holds.
Yeah.
And thank you for all the questions. I know we joke about the length of this episode, but that's your fault, guys. It's all your fault.
I know, you guys.
And we love you for it.
The Jen section.
Also, we just really like to talk, so it works out.
Very true.
All right, guys. So remember to always think inverted with my nice cheesy hashtag, and we will see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.